I just completed a SoulCycle 30-day challenge. It is called the Turn It Up Challenge. It ended this Wednesday. It started October 21, ended on November 19. So it's a 30-day challenge in which you try to ride as many rides as you can in 30 days. I had chosen 30 rides as my goal, and for the first couple of weeks, I'll say the first 11 days, I was doing really well. And yeah, I got to a point where I had 15 rides in 11 days, and then I got hurt, and unfortunately, like I slipped on my dog's bed, and I hit my knee very harshly right on the side of my dining room table, which is wrought iron, and it was just terrible. And I hurt my knee, and I hurt my ankle on my other leg, and so it swelled up, and I thought that I was done for the rest of the challenge, but I stopped feeling sorry for myself. Even though my knee was swollen up and my ankle was swollen up, I stopped feeling sorry for myself and just picked myself up and tried to continue the challenge. And the challenge was very difficult from that point forward. Let me tell you, I was doing twice a day rides for the first couple of weeks for a few of the days. And I thought to myself, I don't think I can do this for the remainder of the challenge. I think it's going to just be one class a day. There was one day in which I was able to do two classes, and that was hard. That was very, very hard. I was sitting in the saddle the entire time and just pedaling. And for someone like me, I'm a type A personality. I like to sit in the front row. I like to do all the choreo. I like to get off the saddle and do all the choreo, just like everyone else in the class who's like super motivated. And I wasn't able to do that because during my injured time, I sat in the rear. And that was very hard for me to like sit in the rear because I saw everybody else doing the choreo. And while the teachers may say things like, oh, sitting on the saddle is a position of power and strength, and don't feel bad if you're sitting on the saddle, there's nothing you can do but feel bad if you're sitting on the saddle because like as a type A personality, I see everybody else like having the time of their lives off the saddle and they're doing all the dance moves and stuff, and I'm just sitting there and pedaling like an idiot, like I'm riding a regular bike. I just felt like I was less than. And there was something that changed though afterwards. Like after a few classes of sitting in the rear, I learned to be more patient with myself, and I knew that if I was going to heal from this injury, I would have to I would have to basically take care of myself and not push myself super super hard like I normally do. And by doing so, I was able to heal over the course of time to a point where I could get off the saddle again and I could do all that choreo, all those dance moves. And I got to the front row again. Towards the end of the 30-day challenge, I got back up towards the front, final 2 days. And yeah, it was like awesome. I got off the saddle almost 100% of the time in the final three classes. And yeah, that was such an awesome feeling. My healing process right now, like I'm still not 100%. It's just 2 days ago that the SoulCycle challenge ended, and right now it's like the time that I'm seriously trying to heal this as much as possible with resting, ice packs, compression socks, things like that. And I'm trying to not walk around as much because if I walk around for too much, then my leg gets really tired and fatigued, and I start feeling the pain when I walk. So I'm hoping that I didn't fracture anything. I don't think I did, because if I did fracture something, I think I would clearly see the blood vessels being broken on somewhere along my ankle, my foot, but I don't see any broken blood vessels at all. So I think it's more than a mild sprain, but I think it's not grade 1, but grade 2, but not quite grade 3. So I think there's hope for my ankle if I just rest it a lot. I'm able to walk around, but just not as much as I used to. And for someone who's walked like 10 to 15,000 steps per day, it's like to reduce herself to 5,000 steps is just like, it doesn't feel right to me. So yeah, I'm just going to try to be more patient with myself, try to love myself more, and try to see if I could like take it easy, and hopefully my foot will heal better. Now, right before my ankle injury, which was on November 1, I entered a yoga competition, an online yoga competition, and I recorded some dry runs of my routine. I recorded 3 of them, and just the first one ended up being like the best one out of the 3 dry runs. So I submitted that. I wanted to really submit another video, like another potential dry run, or a final video that is, But unfortunately, because of my injury, I could not record that final video. So yeah, it was like almost a last minute thing that I submitted my video. That was the only video I had at the time. And so I just like hoped and prayed that it was good enough. And it was good enough. I medaled. I got the silver medal this year from the International Yoga Federation. Pretty cool. A friend of mine, good friend of mine from the yoga world, Barbara, she earned gold, and that's pretty darn cool. Yeah. So there were 20 contestants this year, and yeah, it felt pretty good to be number 2 out of that esteemed group. Very, very cool. So yeah, I accomplished that. I accomplished my 30-day challenge. I get an Airflow portable soda maker bottle. That's the prize for achieving 30 rides. I'm also the leader in my SoulCycle studio, in the SoulCycle Rittenhouse. And yeah, so I'm the leader with 30 rides. However, in the SoulCycle Ardmore, one of my teammates, she got 50 rides. Oh my God, that's really amazing. 50 rides. I don't think I'd be able to do 50 rides. I was on track to do 40 rides, but they didn't have a 40 ride prize. So they had 5, 10, 20, 30, and then it jumped to 50. And at 50 rides, you get this membership. I don't know, it's like some health and fitness thing where you send them a sample of your blood and then they analyze it, and I guess they tell you something about your health or something like that. Like, it seemed like it was pretty cool. It was like a year's membership of that. I'm not quite sure how useful that is to me because I kind of know what my health vitals are, but it seemed like it was kind of cool. But for me, I was like very content with winning that portable soda maker bottle because I love soda, right? And it's like the thought of having something that was portable so that I can make some fizzy water is a cool thing. Very, very cool. So yeah. So I am proof that through all sorts of like trials and tribulations, you can get through this kind of stuff. You can get through this stuff if you have patience, if you love yourself, if you try to heal the correct way by slowing yourself down a little bit, right? So don't expect to just jump right back to the front row after a serious ankle injury and expect to like do all of your wonderful choreo moves. It's not going to happen for a while, right? So it took me almost 2 weeks to go from the back row. So I just moved from the front to the back row, and I patiently waited until I felt ready to move to the middle row and then the front row. And my final 2 days at SoulCycle, this challenge, I was in the front row doing all the choreo, and I was like, yeah, I feel like I'm normal again. Very, very cool. So everybody, if you like this video, please slam the like button, subscribe to my channel. You'll see more videos just like this one. Until next time, everybody, see you. Bye.